Africa that Sierra Leone has great rappers. So that's why I put out the music I've been putting out.
That's fantastic.
Amazing. So, you know, most entertainers have their different perspectives about COVID-19, especially the fact that most shows were cancelled and some were postponed. We are interested in knowing what's your own perspective. You are actually one of those that the shows were disrupted based due to COVID-19. What's your view about COVID-19 in Sierra Leone?
Well, you know, an individual like me, whenever it comes to matters of the nation, right, things that affect every one of us. And whenever there's a situation like that, one has to look beyond themselves, you know. Individualism has to take a back seat. I have to just stop thinking about just KAO DENERO. It's about the safety of my fans, of you, of myself, and everybody else. You know, so I accept it. You know, it's God's fate. That's how God designed it to be. So
exactly.
Whatever comes, you know, it's not easy. I can't lie to you because there was a lot of investment. Yeah, there was a lot of investment made, a lot of effort, time, and energy. So for it to be disrupted by just one statement, it was tough in the beginning. You know,
exactly.
But then as time goes on, I realized that I have to take the leadership role in sensitizing through my music and keeping my fans engaged. Most fans will tell you that they've been very entertained during this time, this period.
Definitely.
Because of the music I've been putting out. You know, so I just stayed in the studio, kept working, and just kept putting out music. It's been interesting so far.
Yeah, and we love the fact that you've kept working. You've kept us all, like, you know, jamming and stuff. So we're very happy with that. Now, of course, COVID-19 has stopped all events and shows in Sierra Leone. And, you know, how do you think that this has affected the pockets of SL entertainers? How do you think it's affected them?
Incredibly, you know what I mean? Because most of the artists, myself included, we survived through doing shows, you know, entertaining and performing in the provinces and in the city. You know, that's how we get our day-to-day living. So you can imagine, you know, man, if you don't have other investments, if you just rely on music, how do you survive? You know, so it's been very, like, trying times for entertainers. But, you know, by the grace of God, you know what I mean, I look at it in a positive light. I say maybe this is a message God is sending to us, that people have to just understand that everybody is equal. You know, everybody is just a human being, you know? So that's how I take it. It gives me courage to just keep going on until things open up. But I know a lot of people are going through some stressful times. You know, it's not an easy period. You know, music is my therapy. Creating music, being creative, engaging in the studio, entertaining people, it's my therapy. That's how I relax myself.
We know.
So that has been a great thing for me.
Fantastic.
All right, now Kiss the Throne. Please help us one other time understand, why is the throne supposed to be kissed?
It's KAO DENERO. How can we not kiss the throne? What's he talking about?
Well, you know, Sierra Leone, I can proudly say that Sierra Leone got the best African MC, man. You know, the best rapper in Africa is from Sierra Leone.
All right.
I can proudly say that, you know. So it was a planned thing from the get-go. That's why I told that I missed the throne, because I realized that we've been ignored for so long. Like, Africa has been sleeping on Sierra Leone because we're a small country in the continent. You know what I mean? Awards has been coming and going, and nobody from Sierra Leone has been nominated. And I personally feel like you cannot instill a rapper who raps in his local dialect on the whole continent as the best rapper. You know, the rapper you have to, like, give that title is a rapper that everybody understands. You know, no disrespect to Sarkodie, but I feel like he's limited. He's dope at what he's doing, rapping in Twi, in his local dialect. But nobody gets the messages. You know, we don't understand wordplay. We don't know what he's talking about in the songs. So how can you instill that person as the best African rapper? Like, I just don't accept it. A lot of fans don't accept it. So I'm coming from the perspective of the fans who doesn't accept it, you know, on the continental scale. You know, I mean, I'm coming and throwing the challenges out there, you know, for any one of these rappers to step up to the plate. If you feel like you're the best rapper in Africa, then step up and challenge KAO DENERO. That's all I'm saying. So kiss the throne.
Well, okay, now, do you think that anybody right now in the SL rap game matches up to you?
Well, like everybody in the saloon hip hop game is my brother. You know what I mean? They're all my brothers. You know what I mean? I'll leave that to the fans. The fans will be just like, you know what I mean?
No, we want to know you, what your opinion is. We want to know your opinion.
What's that? What did you say?
We want to know your opinion. Who do you think matches up to you, you know? Because, I mean, you've challenged, you know, the Sarkodis, Lyrical Joes, Calligraph Jones. So tell us, who do you think, or does anybody match up to you here in Sierra Leone? Because I believe if you've gone all the way to Ghana, then, you know, I'm not going to put it in your mouth, but, you know.
Yeah. There's a lot of good rappers that's trying, you know what I mean? There's a lot of good rappers that's trying their own beat, but it's an open playing field. This is an open field. I mean, any rapper that believes themselves to step up to the same category or caliber of lyricism that I'm expressing right now. If you feel like you're better or as good as KAO DENERO, put out some records in English, put out the vocabulary, the creativity, the lyricism that I'm putting out right now. Let me tell you this. I used to rap in Creole beats, scared of losing my fan base. Because I was always afraid of rapping in English, thinking that I will lose my local fan base. But I got to the point where I'm very comfortable now that my fans want me to grow beyond Sierra Leone.
Exactly.
That's why you see me showing this new side of KAO DENERO. But I've always been this dope. And I feel like because of me rapping in Creole, that's where all the comparison came. Everybody think that we're all the same. But I don't think we're the same. I think I'm in my own caliber. I'm a different type of MC. When you think of KAO DENERO, think of Nas, think of Jay-Z, think of Biggie Smalls, think of, you know what I mean? Legendary rappers in the world.
You're right.
Not in Africa, but in general. You know, those are the calibers you should put me on.
Beautiful. KAO DENERO to the world.
Yeah. So that brings me to this question. It's actually a question that there's a whole lot of your fans do share with me. You've been in the game for almost 3 decades and produced 10 consecutive albums, a huge success. That's a huge success. You know, we want to know, why is this time the best time for you to go for the, you know, the crown of the African King of Hip Hop?
Well, it's really the right time because, you know, if you're challenging all these heavyweights in the continent, right, you have to have a strong resume. You have to have packed stadiums in your country. You have to have put out some projects that they can check your background and realize that you're not an up-and-coming artist. They will tag you as an underground artist in their own way, trying to disrespect you, trying to belittle you. But deep down their heart, they know that you are a contender. They know that you have the resume, the background. Like yesterday, my new album, the Keystone album, just hit 100,000 streams on AudioMac, which is something unheard of in the Sierra Leone music industry. For any of our albums to be on AudioMac, to have 100,000 streams in a month time of release. So that tells you that we're starting to break barriers. Now you got Ghanaians, Cameroonians, you know, South Africans, Nigerians listening to the music, which is something every Sierra Leonean should be proud of, regardless of what team you represent, who's your favorite rapper. You know, I'm just trying to open doors for all of us. It's not just for me or for Black Leo. It's for Sierra Leone. I want 10 years after today for the young rappers coming up to be like, you know what? Now I can go to Kenya and be respected as a Sierra Leonean MC.
Exactly.
Kenyans can look at me with respect, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Okay, now, you know, when you did the rap challenge, how did you feel when Sarkodie basically got his boy Lyrical Joe to respond to you instead of himself? Did you think maybe that was a bit weak of him, or what did you think?
I didn't get the last part of the question. How do I feel when Sarkodie
basically got his boy Lyrical Joe to respond to you instead of himself? How did you feel? Did you feel like maybe that was weak of him?
Well,
or
that's a coward act. Only cowards act like that.
Exactly.
All right. So,
only cowards act.
So on the other hand,
like
we understand your perspective about that. Do you feel or think it was a good idea for you to respond to Lyrical Joe's response?
If regardless how I do, what's that?
Yeah, I was asking if you think it was a smart move responding to Lyrical Joe's response, you know, at you?
Okay, here's the thing, right? My mission doing all these challenges is to get exposure anywhere in Africa.
Exactly.
It's to be in the conversation. It's for the people to know that we exist.
Yeah.
Any opportunity that jumped out, I'm taking advantage of it. It can be Lyrical Joe. It can be JoJo Show. It can be anybody from Nigeria, Ghana that has a little bit of notoriety. I'm not letting that slide. You know, that's why if you listen to my response, it was a message to his dad. You know what I mean? Go tell your dad. So I'm going to use Lyrical Joe to diss Cody, which they got the message. That's why you see Lyrical Joe trying to do a song with me now. He's reaching out to me on Twitter. He wants a compromise. He wants us to collaborate because they understand that KAO DENERO is a big threat. They'd rather be my friends than being my enemies. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for all those people saying that, oh, Lyrical Joe is not on my level, I shouldn't have responded. I was nominated an award in Uganda, 235 award for best hip hop artist in Africa. Lyrical Joe is in that list. He was nominated as well. So that tells you that Africa is listening to Lyrical Joe. He's not big as Sarkodie, but he's on the same category as Sarkodie and myself. We were all nominated on that list. So he's not a small rapper as people take him as. You know, it might not be as big as Sarkodie, but I'm using every opportunity to be in conversation in Africa. And the strategy has been working. Now, I just bagged the most underrated rapper in Africa, #1. You know, the list just came out.
Fantastic.
Next year, by grace of God, I'll be on the list of the most rated rappers. You know, first is the most underrated rappers, #1. I want to be on the most rated rapper list, #1. So keep watching, man.
Definitely.
We'll surely be watching out for that also.
Definitely.
Now, the track Story of Lumumba seems to be very significant in your album. Tell us more about it.
Well, you know, regardless of all the beefs and the battles that I'm doing right now, I always have a side of me that's a Pan-Africanist side. You know, like I'm a historian. Like I was in school, history was my best subject, you know? Like when I did my O-level exams, I had 2. My credit is like an A in history. So I read a lot about the African heroes, people from the Mansa Kankamusa of the Mali Empire, Sundiata Keita, you know, all these empires in Africa, right? And I came to realize colonization, imperialism, all these kind of things. You know, some of my greatest heroes have been the Stephen Biko of South Africa, people like Bob Marley of Jamaica. Forget the music, for what he stood for, his message of Pan-Africanism, of Africans in the diaspora coming back home, you know, exodus, of us being united as one. You know, people like Thomas Sankara, you know, who was a revolutionary. You know, he stood for his people in Burkina Faso, and he was assassinated because of his beliefs. Patrice Lumumba, I felt like he was wrongfully assassinated. If you check his story, he's from the Congo in the 60s, right? He fought for their independence, and he stood for his people. Just because the guy stood up at the parliament to give a very strong speech against the Belgians, next thing you know, he was arrested by Mobutu Sese Seko, and then he was put on isolation, and he was assassinated. He just disappeared like that. They didn't even give him no burial, nothing. You know what I mean? It's a very sad story for people that stood for the right good of Africa. You know, and nobody pays attention to things like that. So my mission in my music is to always shed light in things like that. You know what I mean? So people in the African continent can just be dancing. We can't just be dancing our pains away, man. You know, Afrobeat is good. It makes you dance, you feel good. But sometimes we have to use the platform that we have doing music, you know, expressing some positive stories to inspire the youth coming up.
Yeah, beautiful.
All right.
Isn't it?
Yes.
Wow,
at least, you know, it's amazing to know that you know so much about African history and all that.
Beautiful. You're giving us literally, you're giving us a history lesson.
So
I love it.
That's why the story of Lumumba, you know what I mean?
All right.
Love it. Okay, now the likes of like Emerson, Tunex, Mr. One, Raheem the Wizard, they all showed you a lot of love and supported you when you were doing your challenges. Now, how did that make you feel? Because I know usually a lot of people always complain, oh, Sierra Leoneans, they don't like to, you know, support one another, but they endorsed you on their different platforms and supported, you know, your cause in doing the rap challenge against different rappers in other countries. So how do you feel about that, about getting that kind of love?
Yeah, it was very refreshing, man. It was refreshing getting up from my compatriots, like Phoenix, from Nigeria, showing love. Emerson is respected, highly respected in the Sierra Leone music industry. You know, it's unfortunate for some of the brothers that came out trying to diss me at a period when we should be united as one. You know, if you check Shatawale, even though he's not cool with Sarkodie, even when I was dissing Sarkodie, he came out and told everybody. I think I watched the interview you guys did with Stonewall.
Yes.
He let it be known that Sarkodie is a Ghanaian brother. You know, up front, he let it be known that Sarkodie is his Ghanaian brother. So that felt all the Sierra Leonean nincompoops that was coming at me trying to disrespect me when I was trying to fly our flag up. You know what I mean? It's like we have to stop this selfish interest.
Exactly.
You know, it just has to be me. Why is KAO DENERO getting all the limelight? Why is he getting all this attention? You know? So shout out to Emerson, shout out to all the artists that was Maurice and all that came out publicly and represented and supported me. Those that couldn't do it, that don't have the courage to do it, hey, hopefully they do it next time. But that's the spirit we have to have in the industry of supporting each other. They have to see a united front before we can be respected. Before people can give us the respect that we deserve. So respect and kudos to Emerson, you know, to Tunex, to Maurice, and everybody that stood by me, man. I was commending Emerson and Tunex and the brothers that showed me love, that stood by me during those times, you know. Much love to them. Maurice, you know, I was paying attention to everybody. You know, they need to see us as a united front. That's the spirit we need to continue, you know.
Definitely.
An example of Stoneboy, you know, they like everybody heard them supporting and representing Sarkodie.
Exactly.
All right. So now most of the time we get complaints about big artists signing in youngins into their record label and not living up to the agreement. Now, we've observed your record label and we've observed that you have a good relationship with your artists in Black Leo, but we want to know the other side from you.
It's Jimmy B came, right? He created Paradise. You can check the history of how all that now. He put out his resources, took artists in the provinces, tried to get them exposed. Next thing you know, these records follow. Everybody start disrespecting the guy. To where, you know, the guy kind of gave up in helping Sierra Leonean artists. You know, so I tried my best. There was a time when you have 11 artists in Black Leo. I did more provinces, helped expose them, you know, did my best, helped them with songs, you know. But sometimes people are missing the fact that when you sign them, the responsibility is theirs as well. You know, for them to take it from there.
Of course.
You know, do some things on their own.
Yeah.
Create networks to where they can start getting shows on their own. Not just waiting for KAO DENERO. You don't just have to perform when KAO DENERO is here. You know, a lot of young guys that's coming up are very disrespectful and ungrateful. You know, you can do a million things for them. The day you don't have to give them, you the bad guy. You know, and they're making it difficult for others. You know what I mean? They're making it tough for the other guys that you want to help. Because now it becomes a trust issue. You don't trust people no more. You don't know who to trust. You don't know who to bring in your circle. Because today, it can be your friend. Everything is nice and cozy. You know, once things get rough, you know, you can't provide for them the way they wanted to. And some of them, when you sign them, they want you to even buy their toothpaste. They think that because they signed to you, now they're, like you have to buy their toothpaste, you have to buy your sleepers. That's not what it's about. It's a work. It's about you show. When they sign you, you have a responsibility to show and prove. You have to show your CEO or your record label. In America, if they sign you 1-2 years, you don't have a hit record. You don't show and prove. You get dropped. It's the misconception about being signed, where people just think that the record label has all the responsibilities. No, you, the artist, have a responsibility to show and prove, to show that you are marketable, you are viable, you are wanted on the market. You don't just sit and put all responsibility on the shoulders of the CEO or the record company. I've tried my best, man. You know, I'm not giving up on the young talent coming up. But
yeah, you shouldn't.
like history can tell that I've collaborated with unknown rappers in Sierra Leone more than any artist. You can check from Dallas B. I've introduced artists in the industry more than any artist that you can think of. You name it. You know, I've done collaboration with Melody. Like, the list is so long. You know what I mean? But still, I'm the guy they always say, oh, KAO DENERO, that's not going to want them. KAO DENERO is this. But I understand it comes to the territory.
Exactly. So
it comes to the territory.
You know the drill. Okay, now, do you think it's possible for a popular artist not to know another popular artist? Do you think that that is possible?
Nah, I don't think so. I think you have to be very highly educated about your industry. You have to know about the artists. You can ask me about the biggest rappers in Tanzania, and I will tell you right now who are the dopest rappers in Tanzania, who are the dopest rappers in Uganda. You know, when I started rapping, I did my research.
Yeah.
I was like checking on every country in Africa who are the biggest rappers in these countries. So I know about the continent, know about the hip hop scene.
Now, of course, the reason why I am
highly recommended that you do your research and know about the rappers, not just in your country, but the artists that are doing the same thing that you're doing in other countries. You know, it helps.
So the reason why I brought that up and I brought it to your attention is because you know we had an interview with Stonebwoy last week, and of course we brought up your name, and he mentioned that he didn't really know your music, but that he was going to be listening to your music now. And then, you know, a few fans commented and asked why I asked that question. But in actual fact, I asked it because we're still putting you out there to people that maybe don't know you at this point in time. So, you know, that's why I asked that question.
Thank you. Thank you for asking that question. It was well in place, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's a lot of people, because of us not respecting each other, of Sierra Leoneans downgrading each other. I remember people used to say, oh, these guys don't even have no time for me. Nobody will respond to me. And when Lyrical Joe responded, the same people were saying, KAO DENERO don't respond back. So I'm like, what does these people expect me to do? Like,
exactly,
what do they want?
So, KAO, in this situation, now we've observed that a lot of top artists are doing collaborations in Sierra Leone, and it's amazing and it's great. So, if you are to do any collaboration in Sierra Leone anytime soon, who will it be with?
I know who I want you to do one with.
Like, yo, I'm open. I'm very open. I have the open spirit. You know what I mean? To work with anybody with talent, with potential, anybody that's good enough. You know what I mean? I think I got a verse to send to Drizzy Leak. I already got him on my album, and he sent me a beat. But I'm gonna drop a verse for him soon. Something that he's about to drop, a single that he's about to drop. You know, I like what Drizzy Leak is doing, and he's very respectable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who else can I say? Anybody that's dope, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not that kind of guy that don't believe in doing collaborations. I've reached out to a lot of artists that turned me down, that I feel like I'm bigger than them, but they still turned me down because they're not prepared and they don't have that spirit, open spirit of collaborating. But it's very good. It's needed in the game. There's fans to see it. So, right, who would you like to see me and them collaborate?
Wouldn't you like to know? Well, I want to see you collaborate with LAJ. I really want that. I want that. Like, that's like a Christmas gift to the entertainment industry in Sierra Leone. Like, I want it, and I pray it's going to happen.
I think I might also want to second the motion that we want to see a collaboration between you guys.
I actually tried, man. I tried on my last album, Last King album. I reached out to LAJ, sent him a beat with the chorus. I was expecting the brother to come, step to the plate so we can do a song, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Okay. You know what I mean? So, I mean, if the time is right, then the atmosphere is cool. I believe that anything is possible. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
But now, I'm more focused on, I did this collaboration with King B from Cameroon. The song is We Them Niggas. I just dropped it a few days ago. It's trending.
Trending, yes.
You know what I mean? Like I'm about to shoot the video for that. Watch out for that. It's dropping soon. So these are the collaborations I'm more keen about right now.
Okay.
You know, going beyond Sierra Leone, doing a collaboration with an artist in Ghana and South Africa. You know, spreading my wings.
Fantastic.
You know, like the local collaborations to come after. For now.
All right. So talking about collaboration, now your collaboration with King B from Cameroon is amazing and superb, and it's one of our best that we've had from you actually. We wanted to know, how did it all come about? Like, how did the collaboration come about? How did you guys meet?
Well, it has been like this, right? My mission has been uplifting all the African countries that's been ignored. You know, I believe that there are good rappers in all the smaller countries in Africa that they don't pay attention. The African music game has been monopolized, where it's just Nigeria, Ghana, South Africa. Maybe Kenya a little bit. You know, so my mission has been to get all the best rappers in other countries to where we can start a movement, a strong movement that these Nigerians and Ghanaians cannot ignore. You know what I mean? And King B actually reached out to me. We've been in touch since the Lyrical Joe battle, you know, and me and Jovi actually, he's another rapper from Cameroon. We've been talking, you know, so it was Jovi at first I was thinking of putting on the song.
Okay.
You know, me and Jovi kicked it. Yeah, I sent him the chorus and the song after I recorded it. But then he wasn't prepared. The way I wanted the song to be, like how me and King B did it, to where me and him going back. Jovi was not trust. And I was like, oh wait, bro, as a rapper, you have to be ready for whatever. If you send me a beat, I'm supposed to be ready to do whatever you want that beat. And when I sent the beat to King B was ready. Straight up, he recorded the thing the same day, sent it back to me. That's how the collaboration came about.
Okay. Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay, King KAO. Now, to round up, tell us about the future of Black Leo. What are we to expect of your record label? Any new artists? You know, what's going on?
Well, you know, my priority is I'm trying to get a studio in Sierra Leone.
Okay.
You know, because I don't just want to sign artists and we go into other studios to record. You know what I mean? I want to have my own studio first. Then I can start researching and searching for talent. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Talent that are marketable. People that are very talented that can cross borders. You know what I mean? I have a very good ear to really, you know what I mean? Discover talent, great people with potential. So, you know what I mean? In the next 2-3 years, watch out for that. I'm still going to be signing artists, giving them the platform that they deserve, you know, and taking them places. You know, I'm going to be looking for a dope reggae artist because I love reggae music. I love, you know what I mean? I think there's a vacuum for reggae artists. We don't have that much reggae artists. You know what I mean? Dance artists. We only have Dollar B and Raga Spice. You know,
exactly.
I want to put together a group like Jungle Leaders, like we used to have Jungle Leaders. I want to put together a conscious reggae dancehall crew, you know, with conscious lyrics, natural talented guys. I want a female R&B artist, you know what I mean, that can be like a Del Vecchio, you know what I mean, somebody with Afro beats that would be dope.
Oh wow!
Female rapper.
Amazing plan.
So the door's open, man. Watch out for a lot of things.
All right, you got an amazing future for Black Leo, and that's also amazing.
Literally, love it.
Well, viewers on TV and followers online, it's about time we go for a quick break, and when we come back, it's going to be game time.
Yeah, game time. We'll be right back.
It's all I know they're gonna sign, man. We global, baby. Momix. We just cut ya, put ya. When to make it turn so, how we people then they pampo. See the big one, them always they palapo. System never funny. You get for hold tight, trust me. We just they cut ya, put ya. We they cut ya, put ya. The pocket they too empty. Who's them they get for gentry? Body we still just by cut ya, put ya. We they cut ya, put ya. The salary no plenty, hardship they bring. We no want no kitty cutter. Suffer there's not pity fatter. Man they wonder what to really be the matter. All man want for be the boss or be the master. With no money now you want your life go turn to laughter. Hold tight, hold tight. KAO DENERO say. Hey, hold tight. Black Leo say. Hey, yeah. I've been thinking, How man and two go turn for? The thing and two they come slow, so I hit the street to come for. Just for make them easy, man really get for torture. Money for buy one plate, plenty man them no get. Send the man a cook, cause when you broke, your brother go balance you. Feel say you get small thing, whole man go harass you. If you big or famous, the world go canvas you. Send yourself at the top, every heart sees one pass you. Cut ya, put ya, no live above your means. Never deal with the devil, cause we not godly beings. Hey, we not godly beings. Hey, when to make it turn so, how we people then they pampo. See the big one, them always they balapo. System never funny. You get for hold tight, trust me. We just take cut ya, put ya. We they cut ya, put ya. The pocket they too empty. Who's them they get for gentry? Body we still just buy cut ya, put ya. We they cut ya, put ya. The salary no plenty. Hardship they bring plenty. They make fed bluff. Pretend at social media. Plenty don't die go, risk their life over Libya. Ha! Most not able take the pressure, listen to the lecture. Niggas not ashamed, the fair way for enter investor. Anytime dinero.
All right, welcome back, viewers. And if you are just tuning in, this is The Conversation right here on AYV TV, channel 34. And we still have with us KAO DENERO, King KAO. Yes, we do. And it's now time to switch lanes to game time. You guys know we have fun on The Conversation when it's game time. So, Kalon, what are the rules and regulations for today's game?
The name of the game is Instrumental Drill. Now, you and I are the players, and of course, Horai Bangura here will be the judge. Now, you're going to be listening to two different instrumentals and for 10 seconds each. And after which, you're going to tell us the name of the artist that did that song, of which the instrumental was, will be played, and of course, the name of the song. And of course, I'll have to do the same. So you and I are the players. I hope you're ready for that.
You're going head to head.
We're going head to head.
I'm going to try my best.
All right. They're actually going to be Sierra Leonean songs. So I guess it will be familiar.
Okay.
Hey, we legit.
Right,
we hella lit.
represent
who you with.
So this is the first one.
The first one, wow, that's tough for me. I've never heard that song.
Really?
Hey, we legit. We hella lit. Represent.
Play, do I have a chance? What? Do I have a chance where you can play it again?
Yeah, okay, they're gonna play it one more time for you.
Hey, we legit. We hella lit. Represent who you with.
Who is that?
Wow.
One of the hottest rappers right now.
That was too fast. Please give me one more chance.
All right, one more chance. We're gonna feel sorry for you.
Hey, we legit. We hella lit. Represent.
Do you have any idea, any clue?
That's a Tweets and Zamza.
All right.
All right, that's your answer. Now
represent.
it's Kalon. I will let you know if you're right at the end. Now it's Kalon's turn to listen. So, Kalon, what is your answer?
I think it's Around Here done by Star Z, if I'm not wrong.
And the winner is Kalon.
Salute, bro. Salute.
Oh, man.
But it was a good battle. It was a good battle. So we got to clap for Kalon because he won. Got to clap. And because Kalon won, KAO, you've got to give us some sort of freestyle now, just to, you know,
Yeah, I think
congratulate him.
We should give him the instrumental to the one that he wanted to continue with.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. I'm waiting for the beat.
Yeah, it's there. The beat is there.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. You guys hear me?
Yo.
Yeah, I just promote that song. Definitely. Everybody know KAO DENERO too strong. Therefore, take me time for congratulate Kalon. Because we just did a quiz, the brother won.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't hear the beat, that's the problem.
No, you did well. It's going good. That was lovely. That was really lovely.
Definitely, yeah. I think the game was fun, you know what I mean? Cows
Yeah.
and nemesis. I don't need to introduce myself. You already know what the nemesis. We about to take it to a different territory. Sierra Leone, trust me, this year we gonna bring the glory. All this awards is gonna definitely holler. Definitely when I come, I'm gonna bring them wahala. I'ma diss all these rappers and make them respect. Any nigga wanna try us, I'ma put them in check.
Yeah.
It's off the dome. I'ma keep representing Sierra Leone and let them know where I'm home is home. I didn't write none of this, but despite I'ma spit like I'm abyss.
Yeah.
I'm ready for any time you call me to spit. I can keep going on, but you know what I mean?
No, it was fantastic.
That's what's up, that's what's up.
So much, KAO DENERO, and thank you for joining us today. And also, congratulations. You recently, I think on audio. Yes. Yeah, thank you. So I think recently on Audio Mac, you were streamed 100,000 times. So in just over nearly a month or so. So congratulations to you on that.
Yeah.
All right, congratulations, brother, and thanks so much for joining us on the conversation today. It's been amazing having you on the show, and we've had an amazing time with you here on the conversation.
Definitely. Now, are there any last words you want to say to all your amazing fans out there and just everybody worldwide? Any last words?
Well, I just want to encourage everybody to stay safe out there. Corona is real, you know what I mean? Take the precautions. You know what I mean? See, I'm rolling around with this right here. You know, unfortunately, I didn't put it on.
Exactly.
But I got it. You know what I mean? Make sure you always have your mask. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure you check your temperature.
Yeah.
And most importantly, follow me on social media, man. Through all my handles. Twitter, Instagram, KAO DENERO Official, on Facebook. Subscribe to my channel, KAO DENERO 1 on YouTube.
Yep.
You know, let's get the numbers up. All my people in the diaspora in Sierra Leone.
Exactly.
Let's get the numbers up, man. It's very important. God bless. I'm going to make you people proud, man. Trust me.
Well, thank you so much, KAO.
Blessing.
Amazing having you. Take care.
You're
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so like you rightfully heard just now from KAO DENERO, you can follow him on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we just want to thank him once again. It's been such an amazing conversation with him. Is that not right, Kalon?
It's been an amazing ride with KAO DENERO, you know, looking at the fact that this is one of Sierra Leone's undisputed rapper and the top notch. So, you know, his plan is really to break through international borders, and I could see a very brighter future for him out there and others alike. So we wish them all good luck and hope they succeed in their endeavors.
They definitely will. We've just all got to keep supporting them. So please, guys, let's support one another. It's a beautiful thing. And please be safe out there. You know, like KAO DENERO rightfully said, coronavirus is real, and I feel like a lot of people are, you know, laxing off and they're not taking it seriously anymore. It is still out there, so please use hand sanitizer, wash your hands. Social distancing, as I love to say, is key. As you can see, myself and Kalon are far apart because we're not trying to, you know, come into contact with one another. So please, guys, be safe out there, and we will definitely see you next week.
Pretend at social media. Plenty don't die, go risk their life over Libya. Ha! Most not here will take the pressure. Listen to the lecture. Niggas not ashamed. The fair way for enter me investor. Anytime DENERO on stage, trust me, not the best up. Only few they enjoy, trust me, the rest more. Manage you one mundo, and see you know say the rest more. Embrace the gesture. Versace shirt over my body. I like the texture. What's in over?